All right, we want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by
Hashem
Hashem, Rakakadash.
Dash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere Shalom to the hopeful elect out there that's pushing this truth and sincerity. And we pretty much want to get into the topic about how, because we even while we was at camp, I pointed out the idea or the thought that came to my mind that you know how people like to say that when we go into how we pretty much teach and they say not my Jesus. That's them indicating that they know that they don't want to work. They don't want to come back to the rightful to a righteous heritage. They want to stay in that wicked heritage. They want to stay in staying in Esau's uh, uh, society. Really, they want to follow. They want to worship Esau's God. They want to follow that Cedric Jesus. And that's why they say, not my God. So when we tell them that, hey, you're not supposed to eat pork or you're not supposed to be being an adulterer, they be quick to say, oh no, sorry, bad point. Or they'll say that, we'll say that we point out the scriptures that the Lord is a man of war. They'll say, not my God. But how do you get that when we're pointing out the scriptures? Well, the same people that claims they go to church or this God-fearing Christian, because you know, like 80% of people in America, I'm just being nice. I don't know the full percentage right now, but I was to give an estimate. 80% of America is fucking Christian, but they don't. But when we pull out scriptures from the Bible, the same Bible they read, they will say they quit to say, "Not my God." So you're saying that you rather follow a false idol than following something that's righteous or something that's actually true that we pull out from the same book that you read. So that's indicating that you want to stay wicked. You want to stay oppressed in this society. Sure, somebody shoots down a school or somebody shoots up a church. Let's love them anyways. Where did that come from? Yet our people are the same ones that want to go to war with each other. But let an Edomite shoot up a church. Oh, we love you.
You're forgiven. You'll be given the Bible. The judge literally came down. It gave what's her name, Geiger, a Bible after the whole thing. You did something wicked. I mean, you did something bad. It's temporarily bad. It's time to move on. Now, I don't see a lot of black women. I'm being nice. I'm trying not to use any crazy words, but I don't see a lot of black women, saying that to even other black women.
Nope.
Or to even especially not the black man, the so-called black. I want to say that.
Yeah, I mean, because you look on YouTube, you want to look up a fight. Guess who's on there?
Nigga versus nigga,
or nigga woman versus nigga woman. You see it all the time. Like, you don't see any Edomites fighting. You may see like maybe a few, but you ain't seeing none on the high scale as our people. Because guess what? Our people, as soon as they get into a fight, especially in school, what's the first thing when they pull out? Their phone. What's it going on to? YouTube or World Star. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook,
whatever
MySpace.
else. Yeah, whatever.
Everything.
I hear MySpace in a minute.
I know, right? I'm not even sure they still use that damn thing. But our people are so caught up in wanting to kill each other, but they're quick to worship Esau. They're quick to worship Cedric Borgias. Because guess what? They give their everything into something that's wicked. They feel oppressly happy.
Yeah, and that word makes sense.
And the worst thing is, they actually believe these things because Esau got them stuck in it. Yeah. They actually believe.
And then the problem is, because right now, it's of course it's all up to the Lord. We know, because as of right now, it's no excuse not to know at least a little something.
Yep.
You got newspapers. You got if you don't. I'm saying as far as homeless people, homeless people have a little more of an excuse. But even homeless people, we're out there. So even homeless people get a little bit of the word.
Yep.
So really, it's no excuse right now not to know at least a little something.
Yep.
It's really no excuse. You can't
Right.
you can't make an excuse. You know what you gonna say? I ain't got no internet. You don't need internet. Yep. I ain't got no TVs, so you don't need TVs.
No, we're out there preaching anyways. Hell,
Yeah.
even the false camps that's out there be preaching. They don't preach always on the same days as we do. They preach on any day that they feel is fit for them.
Right,
so,
and we know that they go. We gonna get some scriptures. I know that they teach little differently than we do.
But it's no way that you haven't heard of an Israelite.
Or something
pertaining to Israel.
Yeah, something.
And the other thing is that we're all around the world. So.
Yep,
exactly. GMS or non-GMS, we all around.
Yep. So there's no excuse because the word gets out. Somebody might come to you with it, or you might just be out and hearing it. It doesn't matter. It's no excuse. But these people, they refuse to grasp the understanding, and especially since it's not meant for them anyways. But the simple fact that they will literally say "not my God" and literally identify that they are against us or against righteousness.
Right.
You can actually start with that scripture real quick.
Okay, this is Romans 8:7. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh.
Let's look up that word enmity. Because of the simple fact that these people will willingly go against everything we say. And the simple fact, actually, hold up. Let's see. Enmity, typically mutual hatred or ill will. Damn. Read that over again.
Damn.
Okay, because the carnal mind is enmity against
typical
Yahweh.
Mutual hatred. Dang. Or ill will. Keep going.
For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh.
Right. So you people that are so carnal minded into this thing, like you don't see or don't want to see the spiritual aspect of what we're saying that makes sense or that's really spiritual. They say, hey, you're not supposed to be doing this or this or that. Y'all straight buck up against it. Or the simple fact that we say that Yahweh is a man of war or that he hates homosexuals.
Oh yeah,
as is proven
that's a big problem with people.
Especially since that's been proven in the New Testament as they like to go into, as much as they like to go into it.
Right.
They'll still fight against it.
That's crazy, yeah. Jake don't know what he want.
Exactly.
You know?
Or they want to be God-fearing Christians, but they don't want to follow the word.
Right.
So, I'm going to get this scripture. Luke 6:46. And it says, and why call ye me Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, we understand that we can't follow every law in this book.
Right.
Or for the simple fact that we're in this captivity. But we'll tell you that you're not supposed to eat pork. You'll do it anyways. We'll tell you that you're supposed to not follow these holidays because they're nothing so-called Christianity about them. Y'all still do it anyways.
And you know what Jake would do, right? Some Jake, they'll hear it. Mm. That's what I'm getting towards the scripture here. Yep. They'll hear it, and they'll say, "Yeah, okay, I got you. I'm going to clear all my ways." Mm. You go back home and you don't do a damn thing. Nope. Now we understand it take time,
right?
But you're supposed to at least try the first day, to at least put an effort. But Jake, just so they could get away, yeah, I got you. Okay, I got it. They go home and do the same thing because they only hearing it.
Yep.
Bro. This is Romans 2:13. For not the hearers of the law are just before Yahweh, but the doers of the law. We the doers, right? Mm-hmm. But the doers of the law shall be justified. You know, there you go. Only people that are really serious about this are doers. That don't mean sitting down studying 24/7, right? Because people that study 24/7,
They burn out.
they burn out because first of all they overdoing it and then they're not sincere. So that's not what they're saying, right? Jake got to really have a balance with that stuff.
Yep.
You got Jakes in this thing that Harley doing his studying. You try to understand you do need to study, right? No doubt. But you got Jakes in this thing that probably only do 30 minutes of studying. But then are the most sincere brothers.
But you got guys that want to study 24/7 and just doing it just so they could be on some high level.
On some high level and be seen.
Yep.
That's not being a doer, right? Being a doer is first of all studying in moderation.
Yep.
You know, having a equal balance.
Yep.
You know, we all are guilty of not having an equal balance of certain things. That's why you learn and you sit down and you sincerely learn. That's all being a doer.
And then really studying for 30 minutes, that's still technically good because you're still learning something within a certain amount of time.
Right.
30 minutes, learning something in 30 minutes. Believe it or not, it's actually quite. You probably learn like maybe 5 things within 30 minutes.
Right.
Because this truth has a lot of stuff going on. With
right. And part of being a doer, believe it or not, I'm not trying to sound extra deep. That's what we're going into right now. I ain't trying to sound extra deep. But if you really think about it, part of being a doer, because we in this flesh and we can't help it, is going off sometimes. You do slip up sometimes. If you got a brother that's studying a little too much and you notice he doing it, just out of balance and, going out there just trying to be, miss the big shot or whatever, that's when you got to slow him down. If he's willing to listen and he's sincere about it, he'll listen. That's being a doer is all part of going. It's going off. I mean, we can't help it. But then you gotta sit and learn.
Right, and that's why I wanted to go brought that point up, because if you're studying for 24/7, that's a problem, because you're, like you said, it's not a balance. When you learn too many things and that your brain can't handle in such an amount of time,
you go out of whack.
You go out of whack, which causes you to want to try to. I want to be big shot, or you just end up bugging out.
Yeah, going crazy.
When we study these scriptures, of course, it's very great to learn. It feels good to learn something new.
Definitely.
But you gotta be afraid of how much you learn in some certain amount of time, because you don't want to bug out. That's why the Lord said we gotta do things in moderation. That's even the same with drinking. If you like drinking and you do it too much, you can become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
With moderation, you can like to drink. It was like, okay, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna do this maybe 2 months down the line, and that's it. That's out of moderation.
Right.
Which means you're pacing yourself. In this truth, you gotta pace. Doing this truth 24/7. I mean, studying 24/7 is you're rushing. You're running. You're gonna get tired.
Right.
And that's the same thing with everything. Like, everything has a moderation. Just like these, I'm sorry to bring it back, but these people, they fell too far in the hole with learning Esau's ways, and now look at them. Now they fully indoctrinated into doing everything wicked.
Bugged out. So
everything's wicked with them. It's not just it's just not like a small scale wicked or the same side wicked as Esau.
Right.
No, our people lean so far into studying Esau's ways that they surpass his ways.
Yeah.
In wickedness, like our people do the most.
Yeah.
Esau says you can bring out, you can be a homosexual. Our people take it to a whole nother level. Now they want to be, instead of being a homosexual, I'm gonna be a transgender.
And they take transgenderism to the next level.
Exactly.
It's always Jake. They put sin to sin on top of that sin, on top of that sin, on top of that sin, and go and so on and so on.
Yep.
You might as well just say add sin to sin to sin to sin to sin, and then just etc.
Infinite sins. It's nothing but demons walking around. And that's how I see how they do this whole Christian thing. Because in slavery, the whole point was to break them down so we be just continue to follow Esau. Now today, you fast forward, our people so far to Christianity that they don't even understand it.
Right.
Especially since we lost our ways into knowing what it is to quote unquote be a Christian. And I ain't talking about just being a Christian Edomite follower.
Right.
I'm talking about being a Christian of Yahweh Shah.
Right.
Because at one point we knew the ways of the Lord.
They're true Christians.
Exactly.
Originally we are the true Christians, but
exactly.
This is like, they don't even know what the hell that word Christian means.
No, they just say it and it's just that.
The same thing with anything else. They say these words.
Bible.
They say Bible. They say brother. They say worship. You got to know what these words mean before you look. That's why when I did that real short video that one morning, I think it was sometime last week.
Yep.
You got to learn these words, man.
Yep.
That word brother, and still the subject. That word brother is really, really being used way, way too loosely. And it's like, do you even know what that word brother mean? It said fellowship. Now fellowship is that key word. It could be a biological brother, which we all here are,
Yep. I believe I went to the definition of that.
Yeah. It could be biological brother. That's one definition. But then the other definition, which we are spiritual brothers as well, right?
One related to another, or by common ties or interest.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep.
See,
now common ties are interest too. It didn't say biological. It said common ties or interest too, right?
Yep. One related to another by common ties, which even means you could be related by blood or by interest, by this truth. Like in this truth, we're not related by blood. We're related by interest, by the same goal.
Right.
Because we believe in the same thing.
Right.
Not the fact that we're going to believe in some. Not the fact that we have the same interest as someone else that doesn't believe in what we do.
Right.
That's something totally different.
Right. Because
that's not even a thing. That's like a false brother. If you go and call someone a brother that's not even following the same thing you're doing, that's a lie.
Right. And then, because us as being brothers, right? As far as biological, we could easily go off and believe in something else, and but then you have a stronger bond. Even though you're biological, you have a stronger bond with your spiritual brothers.
Yep.
Why? Because y'all believe in this. Y'all believe in the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So just by us being biological brothers hardly even mean anything. It does, but we're as us being brothers in the truth. That's even more important. So it's going back to this thing here.
Yeah, that's why when it comes to these so-called God-fearing Christians that like to call anybody just brothers,
right? We
can't accept that,
right? Why?
Because we don't believe in the same thing you do.
And that's another thing that's going into the topic too. I believe you was getting ready to make a point.
That was before.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, for example, and I forgot what the movie was called, but it was supposed to be like some type of cultic movie, and somebody betrayed them. And they was like, you was once a brother. So, if you're a brother, how is it that you was once a brother? I thought you... So, because of that is because he left what he believed to believe something else.
See?
So, if I believe something else and you Christians believe this, that means we're not brothers.
Right.
Now... Even for people that left that left the whole thing, there was once brothers to the whole Christians.
Yeah,
not anymore. You can believe now they might believe in atheism or something. They could be like God don't exist.
It's fine. We still our brother.
And that's fine. And they would the whole time the person denying that.
Right, you're still our brother. Hell, they call Esau their brother. And I went into that on that video. They call Esau their brother. Yeah. Right. I'm gonna get this scripture here.
Okay, I got
it. Well, if you got one, because this one's kind of long. You go ahead.
Okay. This is actually, I'm gonna get this. This is Mark 7:9. And he said unto them, full well you reject the commandment of Yahweh, that ye may keep your own tradition. And that's exactly what these people have done. They prefer to keep doing the ways of Esau. They prefer to keep doing what they want to do. We tell them that if you're an adulterer, you need to stop or you'll be put to death. No, not saying that we're telling them that they're going to be put to death for it, by us. But we will tell them that back then you'll be put to death for being for adultery.
And now,
like, not my God.
Yep.
That's because you want to keep doing the wicked things you want to do. That's because you want to keep doing the whole Christmas, the Christmas, the turkey, what is it, Cupid, what is it, Valentine's Day?
That Cupid thing is freaky as hell.
It is. Like y'all people love that stuff though. Y'all are so blinded by the traditions of America. You don't care about the histories of what these holidays are. You love the tradition so much that you say fuck the history because it's all about tradition. I was talking to someone about it and they was like, it's about the traditions, not the history. I was like, whose traditions?
I don't know.
Because it certainly wasn't their tradition.
I don't know.
This is American tradition.
It's fun to do. You can get together and all you can eat more day. You get together, you throw you get the grill out and you throw the pork or whatever you got on there, and you just get together and eat and drink and do whatever the hell it is you want to do.
And that's why I was like, the key word was whose tradition? Because American tradition is to eat, song, and dance. Back then, when Halloween was when Halloween back then was about killing people, that was a pagan holiday,
and that was a tradition.
Yeah. So I'm questioning whose tradition do you follow?
A killer. Because that Halloween stuff is like literally right around the corner.
Yep.
And
when I brought it up, so so at this point is, if it's about tradition, go out and kill someone.
You ask them something like when I tend to go on my walks, right? Mm. I look around and I see before the month even started, I seen Halloween decorations and it's like,
yep,
it ain't Halloween
That's
yet.
what you do now with Christmas. Remember, it was
immediately.
Remember last year exactly after Halloween was.
That's when people Christmas started throwing up Christmas, and you got one more holiday before. I think two more before Christmas.
No, one more is
Thanksgiving and Hanukkah, which is about the same damn thing.
Yeah,
but even still, it's like, do you know the history of this stuff? But then you teach them. I mean, you tell them the history, even just a little bit. You tell them a little bit, they don't care. Nope. They say, it's not by God.
Yep.
I don't believe in that.
I looked up
it's all about tradition.
Halloween.
Yeah.
They kill animals and using that animal skin, and then going around killing people.
Killing children, they luring children.
They luring children. I think they use fruits at that time.
Yeah, they use fruits to luring children, and they would sacrifice them.
Right. That's why they use. That's why they use candy now. It's sweet, and they lure them in. And they kill them. They sacrifice them.
That's why they call them trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Right.
I'm about to say, you have to remember where the Christmas tree came from. It was during Halloween when they decapitated someone's head.
That's basically
what go on the tree.
You notice when it's cold.
Yep.
When it's cold, after when summer ends, and then they start getting into the fall. Yep. That's when the demons really show themselves.
Because everything starts dying.
Everything's dead, but then you got these demonic ass holidays on, like starting in October through about March. But then every holiday is wicked. But then I'm talking about these really satanic ass holidays,
like Valentine's Day. That's something.
That was
a Roman. I think that was a Roman Greek thing.
You just got these really satanic ass holidays, and then you really feel the demonic presence in the. I like winter. I like winter.
I like it because it's just cold.
Yeah, but
I hate the heat.
It's just these holidays, and the only good thing you get out of the holidays is no work or school.
Pretty much.
Other than that, they just satanic. Cause you cannot shake that satanic feeling, man. Like when October started, and then people started throwing up these decorations. That's when I had that feeling all over again. It's every damn year.
And you know who does it the most?
Jake.
Exactly. These same Jake that follows the Christians.
Mainly these damn scoffers, man.
Yup.
You can eat whatever the hell. That's another story. But then again, no, it's not. That goes into this too.
Yeah.
You can eat a vocab. You know, you can eat whatever the hell you want to eat. That's a different God. That's what we get ready to get into right now. Go ahead.
You go with it.
All right, this is Leviticus 20:10.
And then we'll close that out after this. Unless you have anything else.
No,
okay.
And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife.
And you said adultery.
Yup.
Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
The man and the woman going to be put to death. Both of them. Now, adultery, just in case nobody knows, I can bring it out for camera edification. Adultery is when a man messes with another man's wife. Mm-hmm. Okay. But then that woman, and that man and the woman has to be put to death.
Yup.
You know, I'm talking about the woman I'm talking about the other man's wife has to be put to death right along with the man that committed adultery with her. Right? Go ahead.
Okay. And the man that lieth with his father's wife hath uncovered his father's nakedness.
Which is sick any goddamn way. Go ahead.
Both of them shall be surely put to death.
Right.
Their blood shall be upon them.
Right. Now this is how come it said that it shall surely be put to death? That means it ain't happened yet. Mm-hmm. So anybody that said that the Old Testament, it's the law of the Old Testament. It ain't happened yet. It has, but why is that still relevant to today? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of that stuff going on.
Yeah.
You got sons laying with their stepmothers.
Well, not even that, because our father said that he seen guys that got shot behind women.
Exactly.
Because the guy was sleeping with another guy's woman.
It happened, and it's happening now, and it's going to happen.
Yep.
But then the going to happen is the mass murder. Is the mass murdering of our people, the mass slaughtering, the cleansing. I would say it's not even a slaughter. It's cleansing. That's all it really is. It's cleansing. It's love, really. Because the Lord said, I can't. You know, these people not going up there like that because He still loves His people. It's just tough love. That's all it is.
Yep.
So by us, it's crazy to say that our people being burnt up is love, but it really is. Come to think of it, you're being cleansed. That means you're going to have no wickedness in you no more. You're going to be good. Now go ahead. But yeah, it said if a man lying with his father's wife, like I said, that's sickening anyway. Mm-hmm. You know, but hey, that happens. That goes on. Go ahead.
And if a man lie with his daughter-in-law...
Yeah, well, that happens too.
I'm about to say you got daughters sleeping with their own fathers, uncles, or whoever.
Yeah.
Both of them shall be surely put to death.
A daughter-in-law.
If
I'm not mistaken, daughter-in-law...
It's like the father sleeping with his son's daughter, wife.
Got you. Right. Go ahead.
They have brothers sleeping with their sisters.
No, yeah, that definitely goes on. That's incest. Yeah, that's how gooks had came about. And they claim to be everybody want them to be the special people of God. What in the world? What dumbass does that?
And they don't even claim that.
Some of them do.
Some of them do. That's because they've been Americanized.
And some of them are jakes too.
Yeah, but for the most part, they even came out and said it. We worship Hindu.
Rightfully so. Keep to the Hindu. Y'all, them gooks were created by incest. Come on now. Really? Go ahead.
You Americans look alike. They have wrought confusion.
I ain't gonna lie, some Edomites do look alike though.
They do.
They mean them Edomites.
Their blood shall be upon them. If a man also lie with mankind,
being a homosexual, which means there is no such thing as bisexual. You lay down with a man and you have a wife, You still gay.
Yep.
As he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them.
That means all of them. Go ahead.
And if a man take a wife and her mother, it is wickedness. They shall be burnt with fire, both he and they, that there be no wickedness among you.
Mm-hmm. It said if a man take what? His wife and her mother?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's wicked. It's wicked to sleep with your wife's mother.
Mm.
If that makes it, yeah, it's wicked to sleep with your wife's mother. Because I can't. Yeah, that makes sense. Why would you want to sleep with your wife's mother?
Yeah, that makes no sense to itself.
That sounds sickening, actually. To be honest, Now, go ahead.
Alright. And if a man lie with a beast.
Bestiality. That goes on a lot. Laying down with horses, pigs, cows, and whatever else.
They do.
They do. The military does it.
Yep.
At least the U.S. military. I'm sure some other militaries do it.
The no bucket required.
The no bucket required. Yeah.
That video was
funny. The farm animals ain't safe.
Just the right height, no bucket required.
That video was funny as shit. No bucket required. But yeah, this is Babylon, America, the land of the free to do whatever you want to do, so called. But so long as you follow these laws.
Whenever you look at a horse or a dog or a cat as a sex toy, something's wrong with you.
Or a sex partner.
In fact,
they're married to animals.
Yeah, I know they got some websites where they actually do show that shit. I'm glad I never visited, but
they married
somebody I know said they went to the website and they seen it, and he said he threw up immediately. He said it's all types of wickedness in this world. Yep. They got websites where he told me they got websites where a woman will have heels, hard heels, and they'll them heels they wear.
Yeah.
And they'll trample on cats and shit.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. They got shit like that for real. And it's like, why? But like that website Taz Warrior and brothers was talking about yesterday, our mother told me about it. And I can't remember what the hell it was called. I can never remember what the name is until I hear it.
The what, punishment or something?
No, it was
something else.
I can't remember what the hell that website was called.
I don't even want to be reminded of that.
Yeah. Well, you just lucky you ain't see it.
I don't even want to hear it.
But yeah, go ahead. But yeah, bestiality. What did it say about that?
He shall surely be put to death.
Yeah.
And ye shall slay the beast.
Yeah, because obviously, you lay down with a horse. Who the hell want to keep that horse?
Defiled the horse.
Except Esau.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It defiled the horse. So why would you want it? Let me see where you at. Let me scroll down.
I guess that's why they call it no bucket required. Esau want to keep them damn things.
Okay, yep, you go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, this next part is funny.
And if a woman approach unto any beast and lie down thereto, thou shalt kill the woman and the beast.
Yeah.
They shall surely be put to death, and their blood shall be upon them.
Okay, so that's self-explanatory. Keep going.
And if a man shall take his sister, his father's daughter, or his mother's daughter, and see her nakedness, and she see his nakedness,
which means they've been sleeping together.
Yep.
It is a wicked thing.
That's incest.
Yep.
And they shall be cut off in the sight of their people.
Which means they're gonna die.
He hath uncovered his sister's nakedness. He shall bear his iniquity.
Mm-hmm. So
basically throughout the whole thing, It means no matter what you do, no matter what you do with your own family or animals, you're gonna die, or another man's wife. You ought to be put to death.
Right. Now I'm gonna skip. I'm gonna skip down to go to 22. Go to verse 22.
All right. It says, "Ye shall therefore keep all my statutes and all my judgments,
Yeah.
and do them, that the land whither I bring you to dwell therein."
Now this is going into what we that's why I skipped, because this is going into what we was talking about. You know, that's keeping his statutes and his commandments. That's what we going into. That's why I wanted to bring out the laws, because everybody say you gotta keep the law. But why the hell is that scripture still there? And it's relevant to the New Testament, because when Paul went out to speak, the law is still there about homosexuality, about eating. Go to
And you know what other scripture
Shit.
people should read is Matthew 10:5 and Malachi 3:6.
and several other scriptures. But yeah, they cuts too. You can't get around those two, especially Matthew 2. Yeah, both of them. You can't really get around them.
Mm-hmm.
It's one in the Old Testament, it's one in the New Testament.
Sure.
It's perfect.
Matthew 5:17, the Lord said it himself.
Go to verse 24.
24.
Yeah. So it said keep his statutes and commandments, right?
Yep.
You know, you always try to. That's how we. You know, you always try to separate yourselves, which is good, because we don't want you wicked ass people. Wait.
Alright, it says, "But I have said unto you, ye shall inherit their land, and I will give it unto you to possess it, a land that floweth with milk and honey."
Now it's not talk about America, because America gonna be dust.
That's right.
The land is first of all the kingdom, and you know we gonna dominate here too on the earth.
Yep.
You know, we gonna dominate here on the earth. This place right here is gonna be nothing but dust, right? And it's gonna be burning
That's right.
for a long, long time, because there's a lot of sins that gotta be cleansed out of here. A lot of sins that gotta be cleansed out of here. Yeah, I don't want to think, you know, above things that, you know, are above our understanding. You know, so
That's going to be out of our sight.
yeah.
All these buildings and shit, all that sin going to be out of our sight. It's going to be to ashes.
Yeah, all we want to see is flames, right? Yeah, that's basically about it. It is. It said. Did you read that last part after milk and honey? Go read that part. That's what I want
I am the
everyone.
Lord your God, which have separated you from other people.
That's what we was just talking about.
Yep.
Holy. It means holy,
Yep.
right? That's why people can't get it. And we don't want, like I said, we don't want them to get it. The Lord don't. More importantly, the Lord don't want them to get it.
That's right.
These people are wicked. Imagine having a whole block of niggas in your camp.
Yeah.
You might as well hang your camp up. You might as well say goodbye to your camp, for real. It's over.
Yep.
It's over.
That's a whole cancer and a half. I would not want to deal with.
These niggerly ass camps out here can't even function right. Don't even do videos or nothing.
All they would do is just smoke blunts at the camp.
Right. Or bring you know, guns to the camp or whatever.
Yeah.
And don't do no videos and just out there. The white man's a devil. The white man's a devil. Wake up, black man, woman, and child, and hand him a blunt and shit like that, man. You know that's what Jake do. And give him a few good words and hand him a blunt just to destroy himself.
Yep.
And hey, it's okay to eat whatever the hell you want to eat.
They'll be smoking a blunt with the people.
Exactly. And teach them they can eat whatever the hell they want to eat. Vocab is no different, man. Vocab, he's an Edomite, but he's no different than these dumb these niggas are no different than Vocab. Because it's Jake that is the main ones that follow Vocab.
Yep.
But Vocab's another lesson.
Yeah.
Damn devil. Shalom.
Shalom.